foreigners have already demonstrated it that the future billionaires will be agriculture. Because now that population is increasing, people are producing kids. I'm always in the maternity ward. I'm telling you, women are producing on a daily basis, and the land is not increasing. Hello, my people. Hope you are doing okay. Welcome to Hanimi's World. Welcome to the channel that inspires you to do agriculture, to improve your food security and improve your income. Welcome to the channel that changes the narrative of African village life. This channel changes the way you think about the African village life, guys. So if you're interested in such content, please consider to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share. Today's video, I want to talk about why the African rich should put more emphasis in investing in agriculture deep down in the African village. So I felt it necessary for me to talk about this topic because I live in the village, as you know, guys, if you've been following me, and I've realized that there are very many foreigners that are rushing to our villages to buy large chunks of land to do agriculture. For example, here I'm even a neighbor of Indians. There are very many Chinese. Very many people are rushing to the African villages to buy land. I'm not saying that as Africans, we're not buying land to do agriculture. No, very many are dealing in agriculture, but I feel it necessary for me to make this video so that I encourage the African rich to put more emphasis, meaning that they are doing it, but let them think more. Now, foreigners are benefiting on our land. They are benefiting. They are hiring most of the youths here in the villages to work on their farms. You look at my neighbor here, the Indian, is hiring like 100+ youths on his farm. So foreigners are rushing to our villages, our African villages, to buy land and do farming. Where are we Africans? Yes, we are there, but they are doing it on a large. They are doing it on a large scale, and each and every year that comes, they are invading our villages to buy land and do agriculture. So, this video is to encourage us, even if you're not rich, but when you have the sobos is what now? When you are capable of investing in the village life, please invest in it, guys. So I was thinking here, foreigners are coming, they are growing their crops, they engage, like they grow fruits. Now, for example, my neighbor grows avocado, they grow fertilizers, they grow purples, they grow mangoes, like they grow flowers. They deal in a lot of things. At the end of the day, these are raw materials. And I'm hearing Chinese somewhere are also dealing in animal husbandry. They are doing piggery. They are doing all sorts of projects here in my country, Uganda. So at the end of the day, after they've gotten these raw materials, they export them to their countries, meaning that their countries are gaining from our land. You see? So that's why I'm encouraging us Africans to come and invest in our land. These foreigners have already demonstrated it that the future billionaires will be agriculture. Because now that population is increasing, people are producing kids. I'm always in the maternity ward. I'm telling you, women are producing on a daily basis, and the land is not increasing, meaning that the population of the whole world is increasing, yet the land doesn't what increase. People will say that people are dying, yes, but according to the way I see, the people who are being born are more than the people who are dying. So, guys, invest in agriculture, invest in agriculture, invest in agriculture. Let the foreigners not invest on our land more than us. So, instead of another point is, instead of investing in things like, building, constructing very expensive arcades in towns. I'm not saying that don't invest in arcades or don't invest in real estate. Invest in them. But if you have plans of like building like 4 arcades in town, why don't you leave, at least construct 3 arcades? Then at least you leave the other money or all those billions that you would have invested in one arcade, put that money in the village and invest in agriculture. Do you know what that money that can construct an arcade can do in the village? In terms of agriculture, it can grow a lot of food. It can rear a lot of animals. At the end of the day, you give our youth jobs. Agriculture gives youths, give our youths jobs more than investing in such things of like arcades. You borrow money from the bank and you invest in arcades. Only like 5 people, you are employing like 5 people in the arcades. But if you use the same amount of money that you use to construct an arcade and put it in the village, you employ a lot of people in the villages and reduce on the unemployment rate, guys. So Invest. The point is invest in agriculture because it helps the country to deal with the problem that is very very common nowadays of unemployment. Invest in something that employs people, that helps to improve the lives of other people, and that is agriculture. Than investing in rentals. I'm not saying don't invest in rentals, but at least invest in rentals, but not only dealing in that. If you wanted like 3 apartments, make 2 apartments, then the third money, at least make it like use that money to invest in agriculture, because when you invest in agriculture, at the end of the day, you are employing more people than putting a lot of money, chunks of money, in projects that don't help to employ people. So look at agriculture in large scales. Look at agriculture in bigger visions. Like, I'm talking about agriculture, growing real raw materials, then adding value on what you've grown, and even making companies that add value. You see, how many people can you employ in such a setting? Very many people. Then borrowing money, and you construct those arcades more, because but to be called rich, you have to be with very many arcades in Kampala. At the end of that day, people are running from those arcades because they cannot even afford to work in those arcades. You go in the arcades of Kampala City, most of them are so empty up. At the end of the day, you have to pay the bank. You see that stress? But do you know how much money you can get when you invest in agriculture? Hmm? And how many people you can employ using that money? And at the end of the day, you reduce the burden of unemployment. When you invest in agriculture, you will increase the food security of your country. You will increase on the employment levels. You will employ more youths, and reduce on the unemployment levels in your country, meaning that you are putting an impact in your society. Then you won't stop at that. You will also benefit, and you will increase your incomes in the long run. You increase your incomes more than investing in things like rentals. In things like rentals, both in terms of shops and houses, you have to be running up and down chasing people's big kids to pay you. But in agriculture, you produce your things, put them on the market, get money. Simple. When they know that you're producing in such things, the market will even find you there. You see, in the long run, trust me, agriculture will pay you more than things like rentals, yet you've even put more money. So you reduce the unemployment levels, you increase the food security of your country, you increase your income, name it, and make an impact in this country. So that is my view, guys. You can comment down below what you think. Yes, guys. So thank you for watching this video. If you've got something, please consider to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share. Bye.